Okay, so me and Emilio just finished watching Wreck-It Tim Wreck-It. Ralph? No, Fix It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph.
That's what I was saying.
And we just finished filming Minecraft in real life.
Oh, whoops, spoilers. Never mind that. Spoilers. Watch my channel. You know what I'm talking about.
One more thing. Here's the TV spot for Minecraft in real life. Now.
Emilio, the power's blown. The zombies are coming right now. Shit. Come on, keep shooting, please. Defend. Okay, I'll take them down. Defend the place. Just defend the place. I'll be there in a second. Take whatever supplies you can. Watch out, creeper! Come on, let's go. Oh, and we're back.
Yeah.
Look at that photo. Look at some of the photos we took. You like that here? Oh my God! Look at that. We have space here for photos to be put now. Nice. I like this.
I can almost touch this photo.
Anyway, guys, Wreck-It Ralph. It was good. Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect it to be so good. I mean, it looked derpy as fuck. No, spoilers. Please, on the screen, spoilers.
Well, this is how it is. There's always spoilers on our.
Yes, because the whole point is reviewing the movie. It's kind of impossible to review a movie without talking about.
Yeah, it's like so. You know the scene when Wreck-It Ralph eats. We can't say that it's spoilers. Yeah, it will be that all the time. So.
Yeah. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, I haven't seen it. Go see it. Yeah, the internet is a big, wide place where you could easily find anything you want. Now, in the movie, it's pretty much about a bad guy, a bad character in this little video game. And he's sick about being a bad guy. He's like, hey, how about I could be the... And this little... He's in an arcade... He's an arcade game kind of character, if you guys understand, an arcade. And he's like... In the arcade, usually, apparently in this arcade, all the games in there, when you win, you usually get a medal. It's like, hey, why can't I win a medal? It's like, only good guys can win medals. But I want one too. Now, this is my big issue with it. There were not really famous characters from other games that appeared in there. I understand that it is an arcade, so there should have been some. Sonic appears in a brief moment, and in like as a poster, it says, "Remember, guys, if you go to somebody else's game and you die, you don't spawn."
And you see Bowser and stuff.
Yeah, you see Bowser and like the evil
man.
Yeah, you see some characters like that.
I was expecting more of that.
I mean, there are some classic, games out there. I mean, it'd be nice if maybe at least you might have here. Like, oh, probably we might have actually. Maybe I'm just gonna pay attention. And okay. So, point is, we liked it. Well, I did anyway. It was really entertaining. The main story is that after trying that, he tries to go back in the little arena place and sees a random guy in the sorry about that. In the what's it called? The little game area, and then he goes into like a bar world. It's kind of weird, like technically in another video game there's no way a bar-based thing, you have to maybe clean up and shit. And then there's like the soldier guy that is very terrified of bugs, even though this game is about destroying these evil robot-like bugs. And the guy like gets knocked out or something, so Wreck-It Ralph steals his costume and wants to join in the playboy. And obviously somebody's playing, this little girl's playing on the game or something.
Like
nerd chick, some Halo kind of looking kind of thing. But not really.
Or Metroid.
What we're saying is that...
Metroid, Halo, first-person shooter.
Pretty much. Halo is first-person. Anyway, so...
Not Metroid.
Still, you know what I'm saying. And then the part of it is that, it's futuristic, like, and all that, and she's playing, and obviously, Ralph is just, like, fucking around there, like, you see you just run around and like, oh my god, what's going on? Oh, help me! You'd be like, what kind of fucking game is this? I mean, what is going on? This is, like... And then you get killed for it. You kind of think that might be a rip-off game. Like this chick is there, is pissed at him, that is missing. And then like in his own game, Fix It Felix, the guy who's in a way the good guy in the game he plays, he's like, if somebody joins in the game, he's like, you see a little bobblehead where Wreck-It Ralph should be, and he's not there. Wreck-It Ralph's role in the game is to break this building that Fix It Felix comes and, well, says it.
And when it's not there, people think the game is
it's
like
broken.
Yeah, it's broken.
So
and
they want to
shut it down, and everyone's gonna like not die, but they have to leave the game. And
yeah, because they can either stay there with the gamer and die, or just leave and stand in this little. How an extension cord? That's pretty much for the little base camp where everybody meets around and goes in different games. Is the thing. Well, now you know how games work. No, we're just kidding. And in a way, they use like electricity currents that I have as a little like subway, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, and Rick and Ralph climbs the way at the top of that building and managed to gets the metal, then just over some eggs, makes the aliens go away, goes in the ship, flies out in the normal area, and then goes in in a game called Sugar Rush, which is a racing game. In the game, meets this little girl. Oh my god, the actress, I don't know her name, but she always played her. We kind of her stuff kind of like as a kid.
At first, I didn't like the.
You didn't like her?
No, at first no. I was like.
That replied. And then pretty much she wants this medal because in there, compared to the game, in a way everybody puts in a coin, and she's considered to be a glitch in the game. And throughout the game, we get this fact mentioned that wow, I never believed Wrath would go turbo or something like that, which we don't know yet what it means, and we're not gonna tell you yet. We'll get to that point. We're like going turbo. Probably me and I was thinking going rogue, like when you go rogue, you leave your mission, like you leave the army, it's going rogue. I thought but they call it going turbo. So like. Game reference. I didn't really understand that. I was like, oh well, maybe I didn't play so as much as kid as I thought I did. So as the story goes on, there's a king in the Sugar Rush, and it's like
she's getting bullied by others.
Like by everybody else, because they say she's a glitch character. Like she wasn't supposed to be in the game.
So they're like attacking her.
They're like making fun of her, like not letting her race and so on. Rick Rudolph at a point feels bad, even though she stole his medal. Like put it in the trophy place. So you can't really get it back. Only the king apparently somehow, you can't get it, it's physically possible. But the king somehow has access to fly in and go to all the games memory data, and which is a bit weird to me. I was like, oh, is this only Sugar Rush or is it other games? Because other games here, like what? The king of Sugar Rush can somehow access all the other games? And it's really funny, because he can has a little safe to get in. He has a little code for it, like a little game, game code. I thought it was really funny. First thing I wanted to do is find an old game and try that code. I just to see what happens. But and then you kind of see this weird broken file separated from all of this, just floating in nowhere. I like the older ones that are connected. But there's this one that isn't there, far away. And then I think there's a sign there. He does some things there, gets the medal back from the place, because he can. And then there's 15 people in total. So there's one king and there's 14 other people, and she joined as the 16th player, I think, or
yeah,
I think so, or something like that. I don't know. The board of the people list will be here. Or the game itself shows it, so I don't remember. So whatever it says there, that's what number she joined in. So as the story progresses. Felix and the Czech general from the game are trying to follow his footsteps, because she wants to kill the alien bug that was actually ended up getting trapped in this ship with Wreck-It Ralph, and he thinks it died when he sank in some jelly ice cream delicious looking thing. How is it the movie? I mean, okay, let's talk a bit about environmental wise. We'll get to that later. That'll be another part. Well, our reviews are getting more details, ladies and gentlemen, and if there's any left there.
Well, yeah. And they make a new car because someone
so pretty much Felix and her are going on the way, the chick, and apparently Felix obviously is falls in love with her. It's wow, look at that high definition. It's kind of like the joke is he's a 2D kind of go. Oh, the characters when you see them, so they're not 2D. So don't expect fucking 2D. They are 3D characters models, but he finds it's a little joke because she's like a new thing, and as they're walking by, they kind of like each other, and then he's like, wow, all I said is you're a dynamite girl, and then she gets and kicks her under the leaves, and it's like why is she so pissed? It's because she's been programmed with the most dramatic background story ever. It's she did patrol once, she did do patrol once on her wedding day, and then she's sitting there, will you marry her? Of course, when one of the bugs smacks into her, he's like, oh. He has a machine gun on the door. And it was the funniest, weirdest thing I've ever seen. And it's the most dramatic background story ever. and then when he says you're a dynamite girl, you just see the guy and her 15 moments with her supposed to be a husband, you're a dynamite girl, you're a dynamite girl, you're a dynamite girl. Who repeats the same thing to a girl? I mean, you're pretty, you're beautiful, you're a dynamite girl, you're a dynamite girl. You're a real dynamite girl. She's one of them I mean, really? And then she kicks him out of there, and then kind of walks back, I think, and then pretty much the guy, the king, tells Ralph that, hey, you broke everything in here because he kind of got all collared, candied up, broken through the whole place, and they want to, they kind of sent him to the whole jail. He just smashed out of there, of course. And then finds a little girl, and she made her own little car, and all the other people drive up there, all the other kids, they break her car, and kind of like broke it down. He's like, hey, leave her alone, and smashes it off. I thought he was gonna beat the fuck out of the kid. I was like, yeah, no, we're kidding here. But oh yeah, by the way, sorry if I sound a bit weird. I'm sick. Hopefully, I'm getting you sick too. And from then, oh, I look at the corpse. I can do some things later. And then from there, it goes on to Ralph ended up actually helping her rebuild the car with actual materials because he kind of breaks into place, and then what's it called? They kind of fix it, and like the king himself changes it with a few like a donut cup and I don't know what they're called, like a long penis donut. I don't know what they're called. Shish kebabs? No, like the weird long thing and it's filled with cream. That sounds really dirty. But
I know her name in Spanish, but
say it.
Well, it's a little like.
Well, just say it. I don't care.
Negrito.
There you go. Negros.
But it's the name of it.
Go translate that from Spanish into English. You'll find out what it's called. Yeah, those two guys are the cops of the place. That's like the only security they have. It's like, and then Rick and Ralph obviously ends up getting his like the chick in a way lives in a unfinished level, like cause she go in there or like a bonus level or something.
Yeah.
And it's like Mentos on the roof and there's Coke on the bottom. So obviously when people play it, the Coke is falling out. And, oh my god, I have to avoid the Coke balls. And it's like a little round thing. It's pretty cool. Then he teaches, she learns how to race with the car. She learns how to use the car. Then Ralph, in a way, she goes back to get something when they're going ready to go to race for her to win. All she has to do is, and like the king comes in and says, Ralph, I'll give you a medal. It's like, what? Why? Again, on one condition. This is the problem. The reason I can't let her play in the game is not because we hate her. It's because she's a glitch. If she even passes the thing, doesn't matter if she wins or not, she will be added to the player selection. And if players select her, and while they're playing, they're sort of glitching all over the place, they'll think the game is broken, and they'll break us out. We'll all be able to run out of there except for her, because she's a glitch, and she'll die. And this is true. When she walks, sometimes, she'll be like, here, then, oh, glitchy. And also, she can't leave the game. She mentions that herself when she tries to, like, left, because she thought everybody's being assholes.
Yeah.
Like, at the barrier of the she's like... So the game would be unplugged, and then they'll unplug the game. She wouldn't be able to leave, so she'd die. And then you give us water. And then
I'm not drinking that again. Okay, let's continue.
And then from there, he ends up like he doesn't know what to do. So he kind of like just puts her up on a tree and breaks down her car, which is actually pretty sad. It's like, aww. And he breaks down her car, and she's like, no, please. She's like, and breaks it down really fast because that's what he does. And then it pretty much like I don't remember what really happens. Like he finds like the weird like companion of the king, the weird little sour ball, and he's like, don't make me lick you. It's like, what? No, please. You're tearing me apart. Because more you lick on a candy, it takes off layers. And then he licks him enough and puts him in his mouth. And it's like, oh, this is cruel. And then it tells him what happened. Apparently, the king broke away her from the game. She was part of the game.
Yeah.
And then broke her away, and I was like, why? I don't remember. He erased her memories. All I know is that he did it, and I can't tell anybody. It's like, fine. And then leaves. And then pretty much the chick and the guy kind of are getting close. And here's when he's like, wow, it's like, after all these years I worked with Ralph so long, but I never thought he'd go Turbo. It's like, Turbo, oh yeah, you are one of the new games, you haven't experienced. And here's what it meaning Turbo is in this game, in this world. And when somebody it's like, there used to be this old racing game called Turbo-tastic or something like that.
Yeah.
And there was pretty much like one of like a 2D kind of thing, like just go back, up, down, and like forward. Driver game with this one guy, and everybody played as Turbo, this white little character that looks really weird and evil actually for an old game, and it's really derpy. And that played, but then when the new cars came, even though they were dirty graphics and all that, but you have to drive forward, everybody thought that was so much better, and it kind of is. So people stopped playing his game, so he got angry. And if we went from his game to that one, and from randomly seeing a weird, very badly pixelated thing in a driving forward game like a Turbo-tastic, going back and forth, the game would be broken. So apparently that game and his own was unplugged, and yeah, there we go. That's what Game Turbo was. You know, he went crazy and pretty much tried to go over other games. Yeah, and that's what happened. That's the story of. That's why people call it going turbo when you try to do something like that. Oh, sorry, I'm sick like hell.
And yeah, and then, well, you realize that the king is Turbo, the guy. And there's like a
Oh, you spoiling bastard. That's all the way at the end. Yes, apparently the king was Turbo, and he kind of like... Because the weird thing is apparently the aliens have been multiplying, and they end up doing it, and then she's obviously doing the race, and she's winning, and like at a point like he gets flashed or something, and you see like he becomes kind of Turbo, like, oh my god, he is Turbo, he survived, he never died, he came in this racing game, oh my penis. The way Ralph realizes that she has to be in the game, and it goes back and tries to fix her car again and continue, with, is that when he's back in his own game and people are leaving, it's like, we're getting shut down, thanks a lot, he kind of like looks over and sees like her game and kind of realizes that on the side of the game you see her. I'm like, wait. Then he goes to the king and says, hey, why is she on the side of the... how come she's not in the game if she's on the side of the game? Like, the cubicle of the actual arcade. He's like, or whatever. And he's like, shit. And they do the racing game, and Fix It Ralph is like in prison because like they think he's gonna fuck up everything like Ralph. And he's like, oh, I can break out of prison with these metal bars, they're almost broken. I should use my hammer. What do you say? Wreck it! And he just makes this really strong. Damn it! Why do I fix everything? And then Ralph breaks him out and begs Felix to fix the car, her car, and is like, I promise I'll fix the car and I'll never try to be good again. I was like, I mean. It's kind of like a horrible thing, is that it feels like good. Like, it kind of feels like Felix is being a bit evil there, but I mean, I don't know. And then, there's a car, they're racing, the alien breaks out of there. Earlier in the game, they mentioned that whatever the aliens eat, they become it, but it was kind of like a thing, and it was kind of really funny because he ate a machine gun, it has like a bug machine gun, and he like eats the king, and then he's like a big demon kind of like plant, and then the only way to stop these creatures when they're there, you need a beacon, but there is no beacon. So Raph realizes, oh my god, I should go to the mental space. If I break the whole mental roof, it will fall in the volcano, make a big beacon, they'll run in there and die and all that. And then pretty much he's like falling down. It's like I'm bad, and it's okay being bad because if I won't be bad, who will be bad? He like smashes it down. He's like falling through the like ah, and then the girl actually like runs up to him with the car because she can't get out, and then like saves him. He's like, thanks, no problem, boy. And like they drive out, and then the keg it's like, no, kill them. No, wait, they lied. No, wait, die. And like they die. On the island's like, yeah, we happiness. And then like. Obviously she, and apparently, because she wins the race, she passes the line, the game gets reset instead of getting destroyed or like lined out, or whatever it was. So apparently she used to be the princess, she was in the ways the princess of the game, and then that's...
no king.
Yeah, exactly, it was always a princess. And apparently everybody remembers, like, oh, sorry for making fun of you, we were just joking. It's like, oh, okay. For Putter, it's like, oh, it's okay, just because we're sorry, family, as soon as the corner comes. What? And have him decapitated. They're like, no, please! He's like, I'm just kidding. She's like,
I wanted it to happen.
I really did. It was really funny. Like, eat her corpse. And like, yeah, Raph was like, wow, I never knew she was that evil. Like, I was like, what the fuck? And yeah, like the commando chick, and she's like, no, this is getting interesting. Like, death people, like, what the hell? And then like, Fix It Felix gets married to the chick, and they're like, oh, is that what this guy do? And they're like, then you hear. And like all the guys like snapping at the window, so like an alien doesn't come in there, like everybody in the home like snap for like red lights at the window, like, and then like they kiss and like yeah, and they get married, and then Ralph is okay with being the bad guy anymore because he knows that everybody likes them, and he'll be invited to the annual like thing, and then they're all happy now. He says his favorite part now of getting thrown off the building when at the end of the game is that he gets to see her racing and being awesome and all that. Obviously he's probably still gonna meet her and stuff like that, but and that's pretty much how the game ends. Now. Whew, that was this was long. We kind of just told you guys the whole movie.
We shouldn't do that. I mean,
we kind of should for this game. It is a game. Now, graphically, the environments was awesome. The Candyland after a while just kind of made me want to eat candy and puke in the same time. It just kind of got a bit nauseous.
There was too much in Candyland.
It was a bit nauseous. Yes.
I want to see other games because there were only 3 games.
All they showed is pretty much Wreck-It Ralph's game, the Weird Chicks game, that one time was in a bar, but we don't even exactly know what it's about. We talked about a few games, and then pretty much Candyland. Those are the only 3 games that really were invoked, which is a bit.
I want to see other games. I was like, So it's gonna be Nintendo and Sega gonna be together, make,
Oh.
and I see like different kind of like jumping inside Mario games and like horror games. No, Candyland, that shit. I didn't like Candyland. At first I thought like, oh, it's gonna be a short in this Candyland, but then the rest of the movie like it's about that. It's like, so yeah, but I guess it's still okay movie. I mean, it's not bad. It's funny and has its moments, but I expected different stuff.
Okay. I liked it. But I can admit they spent a bit too much time in there. Environmental was nice. Music was great. And it looked fantastic. Everything
Yeah.
looks fluent and all that. Not one of those weird cutscenes or anything like that. All the characters are so funny and they're all perfect. They're all really funny, especially that beautiful background story. Because those are the best kind. And, sorry about that. It's fine about review reference.
It sucked.
Yeah, link in the description to that. Yeah, I don't know. I think all this stuff is right in the game. I mean, we talked about what the story is about. And I think from what we sound like, we pretty much made a decision. Depends what you guys feel about it. So yeah, what do you think?
6 out of 10, decent. 7 out of 10. Yeah. I mean, 8 out of 10 is... I'll say 7 out of 10. It's a decent, it's a fun movie.
I'm going for 7.5.
Yeah, 7.
I do like animation though. I'm a big fan of them.
Yeah,
and I mean, it's hard not to do. It's hard to do one and not fuck it up. I mean, the reason that I want to get higher, but the reason I want to, but I want at the same time because all the animated movies are kind of the same basis. I mean, if you don't really understand what I mean, then go watch some fucking cartoons and then tell me it's not kind of the same basis of the storyline. But I mean, the same thing with like adventure movies, like. You know what I mean? Like, but I mean, I don't mind it. No, I don't have a problem with that. I like it. But you know, just kind of like just saying. I don't know. Oh my god, we should totally give like a David and Emilio approval.
Well, how's the picture gonna look?
I don't know. So there we go. No, we liked it. And yeah, we liked it. It was good.
And now, it's every time we finish talking movie, something happens. So. You know something's gonna happen, and well, for your entertainment only.